Good morning. I hope you're good. Happy New Week. Okay, so today we're talking about how are you all doing today? Good morning from here. All right. Today we're talking about how to express your needs without sounding demanding. We've been talking about a lot of things in the last couple of days. Yeah. We'll be talking about communication, expressing yourself, self-awareness, all of that, right? Today we're talking about how to express your needs. Yeah, a lot of people are in a relationship or in a marriage and they don't know how to express their needs. They don't know how to ask for what they want. They don't know. And some know and they feel like they're asking for too much, or they feel like if I'm asking, I seem like I'm needy. I seem like I'm this, I'm that. No. If you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage, you're supposed to be able to communicate with your spouse. You're supposed to be able to ask for things that you want. You're supposed to be able to tell your spouse how you want to be loved, what you want, and vice versa, right? So today, we're going to be talking about that. I'm not going to take much of your time. I promise. Okay. So I said communication. This video is going to help you to communicate your needs clearly without guilt, without fear or aggression, and understand that having needs does not make you needy. It makes you to help yourself and also help your partner or your spouse. Okay? All right. Needing something doesn't make you difficult, it makes you human. You are human. It's okay to need things. It's okay to want something from your spouse, right? What is not okay is not being able to communicate that and resenting them for not doing what you want them to do without communicating that with them. Okay? All right. So first of all, we're going to look at why needs get miscommunicated. Why needs get communicated. Number one, needs often come out as complaints. Number two, fear of rejection turns requests into demands. And number three, unmet needs create resentment. I just spoke about that just now. So let's quickly look at these. Let's quickly explain these three things which I just mentioned. Hi, good morning. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. Please like the live and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so number one is needs often come out as complaints. When people don't feel safe expressing what they truly need, the need slips out sideways. Instead of saying, I need reassurance, it becomes, you never care. The complaint isn't the real issue, it's a signal that something important hasn't been voiced clearly. So I've taught you guys severally here. If you've not been watching our live videos, go back to watch them. You're welcome. Kumar, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Please like the live and subscribe. Okay, so your need comes out as complaints. That's why your needs are not well miscommunicated, right? A lot of people in their relationship, they speak to their spouses or their partner and they point fingers because they did not communicate their needs properly. It comes out as complaints. They be like, oh, you never help me. Oh, you never do this. You never help with the kids. You're always shouting. You're not this. You're not that. No. So people do that. Your needs go sideways when you do that to your spouse or with your spouse, right? So it's better for you to communicate what you really want. Use the I statement. Use the I statement. I need this. I need that. I need you to do this for me. I need you to do that for me. I feel this. I feel that. Not you never do this. You're always doing this. You're always doing that. It doesn't come out well, and then your spouse will get defensive, or they get defensive when you speak to them like that. Okay. Number two is fear of rejection turns requests into demands, right? So what we are talking about let me quickly state that again. We are talking about why needs get miscommunicated in a relationship. Okay, so number one, I said needs often comes out as complaints. Number two, fear of rejection turns requests into demands. Thank you, Kumar. Thank you for being a big fan. Thank you so much. Please like the live and subscribe. Okay, so when someone is afraid their need won't be taken seriously, they may add pressure to protect themselves, right? The request becomes louder, firmer, or controlling, not because they want power, but because they fear being ignored or dismissed. Exactly. So some people are in a relationship, they are scared, they are afraid of, if I ask my partner this thing, they will turn me down. Some people fear rejection. Some people fear rejection. Some people do not ask their partner for things or their spouses for things they need in the relationship or in the marriage because they are scared they will tell them no. Some people don't know how to take rejection. They don't know how to take rejection. So they would rather not ask you. They would rather die inside, or they'll find a way to do that thing, or just find a way to do it themselves rather than asking their partner or their spouses because they fear rejection, right? Number three, unmet needs create resentment. When needs stay unmet for long enough, they don't fade. They quietly turn into disappointment, then frustration, and eventually resentment. The person may not even remember the original need, only the hurt of not being seen, right? When a partner or a spouse has been asking their spouse for something and they are not meeting the needs, they are not doing what they want them to do, it creates resentment. It creates resentment, and you all know what resentment does to a marriage or a relationship. Yeah, unspoken needs don't disappear, they show up as frustration. If there's something you need your partner to do for you, you need to say it, let them know, right? And that's why we are doing this video, so that you would learn how to express your needs appropriately. Okay, all right, moving forward. So we just explained why needs get miscommunicated in a relationship or in a marriage. We said needs often come out as complaints. Number two, fear of rejection turns requests into demands. Number three, unmet needs create resentment. All right. Now we are going to talk about needs versus demands, right? A need is, this matter to me. I need this thing. I need you to do this for me. A demand says you must do this right now, or else. When you begin to demand some things from your partner or from your spouse, and you do it in a condescending way, they will not meet that need. They will not meet that need, right? So here we're going to explain needs allow choice, demands apply pressure. Healthy relationship makes room for needs, right? Let's quickly look at that before we move forward. So needs allow choice. A need is honest and open. It says, this matters to me, while still respecting the other person's freedom to respond. Needs invite dialogue, collaboration, and understanding. You need something, you want your partner to do, or your spouse to do something for you. You tell them what you need, and you allow them to do what you have requested them. You are requested of them, right? And then you allow collaboration. You let your partner, you understand your partner, you let your partner understand. You've spoken about understanding here several times, right? But when you're trying to demand, demand apply pressure. Imagine if it was the other way around, and your partner is demanding something for you and they don't give you time, they just want it right now. You want it to be your way, you want it to be your time. It won't go well. A demand removes choice. It carries urgency, fear, or control. Even when the desire behind it is valid, the pressure makes the other person feel trapped rather than connected. When you're making a demand, you want it now. I want you to go and do this for me. I want you to... No. But when you express your need, you allow your partner to understand you. You allow collaboration. Number 3, healthy relationships makes room for needs. In emotionally safe relationships, needs aren't punished or mocked. They are listened to, discussed, and negotiated. Not every need will be met perfectly, exactly, but every need deserves respect. So I need you guys to understand that sometimes when you need something, when you want your partner or your spouse to do some things for you, they might not meet them perfectly. They might meet you in the middle. They might compromise. They might just, let's make this work. How do we make this work? That's what healthy relationship does for you. Not you making demands, and if you don't do this right now, I'm going to do this. If you don't do that, I'm going to leave. If you don't do this, I'm going to. No, you don't do that to your spouses. You don't do that to your partner. Okay? I said when we need to express needs without pressure, we make it easier for love to show up as partnership, not power. When you learn to express your needs, when you know what we've spoken about self-awareness, you know what you want, you know how you want to be loved, you know what makes you happy, you have to be able to communicate that with your spouse and let them meet you in the middle. You don't demand it, you don't put pressure on them. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, if you don't, no. Okay? All right. Moving forward, how to express needs well. Number 1, you need to name the feeling. Number 2, name the need. Number 3, make a clear request. Name the feeling. How are you feeling? What do you want? What do you need? Make a clear request. So, for example, you would say, I feel overwhelmed when I need, I feel overwhelmed and I need support. Can we talk about how to share this better? Now, you've named the feeling, you've named the need, you've made a clear request. I feel overwhelmed and I need support. Can we talk about how to share this better? I feel neglected when I'm talking to you and you're on the phone. Can you drop your phone while we speak? You've named the feeling, you've named your need, and you made a clear request. Do you guys understand? Express your feeling, name the need, and make a clear request. That way, your partner will feel understood. You would feel understood rather, and your partner would try to understand how you're feeling and how to make you feel better, right? You name the feeling, you name the need, and you make a clear request. Okay? Clarity is kind. Clarity is kind. When you express your need like this, there's no need for your partner or your spouse to be defensive, because you're expressing your need, you're expressing how you feel, and you're asking a clear request, what you want them to do for you. You're not yelling, you're not shouting at them and say, you never do this, you never do that, or you are always doing this, you are always doing that, you are this, you are that, and then you are saying all of that to them. They will feel sad, they will feel angry, they will feel defensive, they want to defend themselves. They will be like, no, don't say I never help you. What of the day I did this? What of the day I did that? That's how they will feel. But learn how to express your need well, and both of you will be able to live together in peace, in love, and in harmony. Okay? I hope you got that. I hope you learned something. I hope you now know how to express yourself well. Okay. So I want you to write in the comment section, do you usually stay silent, or you explode when your needs go unmet? When you ask your partner for something and they do not come through for you, how do you feel? How do you feel? Do you go silent, or do you explode? Do you shout, or do you just you keep to yourself? All right, we are rounding off. Expressing your needs respectfully is not demanding, it's healthy. It is healthy. It's okay to need something. It's okay to want your spouse to do some things for you, right? But you have to know how to communicate that with them for them to understand you, for both of you to understand each other. Okay? All right. So that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you've learned something. I hope you now know how to communicate your needs appropriately. Okay, so in our next slide, we're going to be talking about listening as a skill, right? We've talked about how to communicate, self-awareness. Listening is also a skill. Listening is also a way of communicating, right? You don't want to miss it. So subscribe to my channel, and then thank you so much for joining. My name is Damilola Glovian. I'm a marriage counselor. I help couples enjoy marriage, and I prepare singles for a fulfilled married life. I'm also an author. I have 2 great books, Fight Like a Winner, a book on communication and helping you to resolve conflict amicably, and then a King's Guide is going to help you men to know, prepare yourself how to be the desired husband material. And then for women, the King's Guide is going to help you know the type of men or the type of man you desire, you want in a relationship and in a marriage. The link is going to be in the description box. It's available on Seller, and the hard copies too. There's a WhatsApp number you can send a message to get your hard copies. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.